Hi, I'm so excited to be talking today about host customization. Some of the very first videos we created on YouTube were showing people how to change the accents, the voices, the personalities of the hosts themselves. So it's so awesome. It's come full circle, and I get to show you the updated UI and the updated experience in Jellypod. So the first thing you'll do is go to the hosts tab on the left. You'll click it. And here are lots of different options. I've created loads of hosts, as you can tell, voice designs, professional voices, voice clones, and your dashboard, might have loads as well. And I'll show you how to, get the most out of customization, or you might be brand new and have only one or two default hosts in here. And in that case, I'll show you how to create a new one. So let's go ahead and create a new one first. So here you have lots of options. So first thing is name, gender, backstory. These are so important. I wouldn't fly by these because this is going to impart a lot of the character, a lot of the tone, and a lot of just the feeling behind your podcast. I really can't say this enough. The same exact source content, the same outline will create drastically different scripts depending on the stuff that you put in here. Then kind of coming down further, you have three options as to what kind of voice you give this host. You can give them a voice clone. You can give them a professional voice from our professional voices library, or you can create a brand new voice from scratch using the voice design functionality. So I'm going to first fill this in just so you can see it. So you can use the generate host button if you don't already have a very concrete idea. Let's just say a founder of an AI podcast studio, Jasper Reyes. Awesome. So as you can see here, created quite a character for this individual, backstory for them to draw on, the way that they speak, the type of word choice they have, and their style of conversation. Do they want to layer in thoughtful explanations? Are they more of a jokester? As you can see here, there's a lot of detail that you can impart. So I highly recommend that you do if you have a vision for these characters. All right, now coming down to the voices. Voice clone, you have a couple options. You can either upload audio samples. If you have past podcasts that you've been in or past videos or even just a recording from your phone or something, you can upload them there, or you can record your voice. The key is you want to shoot for about 2 minutes of audio total. What I have here is a script that equates to about 1 minute of audio that we recommend you read twice. And the reason why is the goal is to be as enthusiastic and as expressive as you can be to make sure that your clone is also very enthusiastic and has lots of intonation and is very expressive. So I recommend reading once, as excited as you can be, and then reading a second time, trying to push yourself to be even more enthusiastic. And that'll increase the odds of having a very excited and high energy clone. But, voice clones are great for cloning yourself and putting yourself into the AI podcast. But people will often do one voice clone and then also one co-host with them. So here they have lots of options. So you have professional voices. So let's take a look. People love, let's say, a British voice.
The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
You have lots of various options. Let's see. Let's go Australian.
Be a good person, but do not waste time to prove it.
And the reason why it's only showing me male voices is because the host is set up to male, but let's say switch to female for a second. We'll get an Australian female.
You got to be careful if you don't know where you're going because you might not get there.
Let's say we want to go French.
Le véritable voyage de découverte consiste non pas en ceux de chercher.
Or how about German?
Sie ließ sich auf die Couch in ihrer kleinen Wohnung fallen, schnappte sich das Buch und begann zu lesen.
So as you can see here, we've got lots of different languages, lots of different accents. What's really cool is that any voice, any host can speak any 25 languages on Jellypod, but they'll just have the accent of the voice. So as you heard, some of these voices are speaking German or French. Those can speak English, but they'll speak it with a French or with a German or let's say with a British accent. So it's really fun. You can mix and match different voices to get the experience that you're really after. I'm going to go ahead and go towards my favorite feature as far as host customization, that's voice design. This is the ability to create a unique voice just for your character based on this backstory. So no one else will have this voice, which is pretty awesome. All right, so with voice designs, you get three options created right off the bat that you can give a listen to.
Hi, I'm Jasper Reyes, your not-so-fearless guide through...
Hi, I'm Jasper Reyes, your not-so-fearless...
Hi, I'm Jasper Reyes, your not-so-fearless guide.
So I wasn't a huge fan of any of these. So I'm going to go ahead and click clear selection, and I'm going to design it again.
Hey there, I'm Jasper Reyes.
Hey there, I'm Jasper Reyes. I used to DJ college radio before diving into the world
That'll
of...
probably be my favorite.
Hey there, I'm Jasper Reyes. I used to DJ college.
I think I'm going to go with this Jasper. This is the one that most closely aligned with what I had in my head. So just like that, I'm going to go ahead and click create host. And now Jasper Reyes is a host available to me to use in any podcast that I want to. And I'll go ahead and show you how you do that. So just because you've made the host doesn't mean it's yet going to be in your podcast. You want to go over to the podcast itself, and then you want to click into the one that you want to edit. Click edit up here. So now you're on the podcast screen. You come down to the host section, and you go ahead and choose this new host, Jasper. And now I've already chosen my two hosts. My other one is on the other page. And then I'm going to go ahead and click generate preview just to give it a listen.
You know, Abby, restoring these vintage tape recorders feels like time traveling through sound, though I'm always half expecting one to rebel mid-show.
Jasper, that's classic. Your analog gear has more drama than some of the art movements I cover. And trust me,
if that's not what you like and you want to go ahead and say you want to pull out Jasper, you're like, hey, that actually wasn't what I wanted. I actually want to go back to using, say, my old clone. You choose those two, you hit generate preview again, and you give it a listen.
Abby, ever notice how podcast cover art is like the mixtape of the digital age?
absolutely, Jason. And just like a mixtape, a bad cover can make you skip the whole thing.
I think I prefer that one. I'm going to run with my own voice clone. But as you can see here, you can mix, you can match, you can get the pair that you're really going after, and then you go ahead and click Save Changes. And just like that, your podcast is ready to go. Every new episode that you create, not the old ones will stay with the old hosts and the old voices, but every new episode from here on out will have your new customized hosts. And one last time, if you want to go back and you're like, oh, you know what, Jason doesn't have enough humor, I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, a jokester, one class clown in high school, save changes, and then that information will get pulled in, and the way that Jason talks from every episode from here on out is going to incorporate that. So I really do want to encourage all of you to go out there and see if you can customize your host just a little bit more, to breathe just a little bit more life, to make those episodes really come alive. Thanks so much. Happy podcasting.